Okay, in this section we're looking at, we're looking at doing your plan. So this is the recipe. How are you going to solve the problem? What strategy can you put in place? So you would also indicate like what formulas you might be using. Just make sure my pen isn't working. Nope. Alright, so make sure that you're not doing any mathematics. It's a really common error that many students make, even senior students, where they'll start going, here's my plan, and then the plan will just start running into the solution. You want to make sure that your plan is something that is like a action plan, and then when you do your developing your solution, you can take your plan and then work through it. My plan, once I've written it, copy it and paste it into my, so that's how you can get around making sure that you don't mix those two things up. So you can start off with, in order to solve the problem, so again it's up to you whether or not you want to write as a paragraph or a list. Again, it's very easy to keep it as a list. You may find it easier just to be like, I did these steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that way you can see that you've got like a process to it. So you can use different words, but this is where it's really important that you actually do this yourself, because what you're doing is you have to be able to demonstrate these two aspects that are down here. So what we're looking at in your criteria sheet is this bit here, accurate translation of all aspects of the problem, identifying mathematical concepts, and all this one. So really the difference is the accurate translation of all aspects, or simple translation of some simple aspects of the problem. You both have to identify mathematical concepts and techniques. So you need to work out like what mathematics you're going to, an accurate translation. Now, how we see that is, why are you doing something? What is the significance of it as you do it? So let's have a look at what like maybe a person who's 1 or 2, and then we'll discuss what someone needs to do in order to be a 3 or 4 in this section. So your plan might have something like design, calculate perimeter, area, volume, using, so this would be, and then 3, total, perimeter, area, volume, 4, and then the last thing you might have is like, how are you going to decide to what is the best garden design, and by what metric? So that's something that you need to come up with, and that's what will make an accurate translation of your aspects. Now, this plan might not necessarily work straight off the bat. You might have to go back and review that. That's that whole like what we call cyclical or iterative process. So it means to repeat doing until you get a solution. So you might find that your first plan might not necessarily work, and you have to go back and devise another one. At the moment, that would be something that's quite low level. Now, C-level satisfactory in this 1 or 2 department. What you want is to be in the A. It's like, how are you going to do this? Calculate those ones. So how? You're going to use your formulas, aren't you? And if you have a look here, it says describe the strategies that you'll use, show the formulas or the equations that you will use, indicate what technology you use, calculate the total. That might be done with your calculator. You might even organize a spreadsheet. So that's something that you could do. You could have like all your all of your lengths, all of your widths, and then do an automatic calculation for an equation to find the area of all the rectangles in your space. And then you're going to decide on some sort of metric. Because if you have a go, like look back at what you needed to do for your task of the must, should, and could do, you should be working out area, perimeter, and volume of soil, and then you need to make a decision about what the best is. So that's that extended. So remember, you're looking for an accurate translation of all aspects of your problem. So how are you going to go the whole way to make sure that you answer the best garden bed design? Now, some people might consider with that you might look at the percentage. My computer's decided that it doesn't work. A thing like maybe percentage of use space. So out of your full area that you have, how much of it was used up by garden beds and all the amenities that go with having a school vegetable garden. Okay, so that is your plan. Make sure that you are explaining like the significance of what you're doing. So I'm going to calculate perimeter by, or I'm going to calculate area and volume by doing this. This is important so that we can find the total area, volume, and so forth. So I hope that helps. And we'll have a look at the solution part of your assignment. Great. Oh, sorry, one more thing. You might also at the end, not might, definitely do, you have a statement of saying the technology used for this assignment, or the technology to solve this problem, will include, and whatever you're planning to include, calculator, ruler, graph paper, all those things that's going to make your job easier when you complete this task is technology. Okay, so you might even use Excel for your spreadsheet. Now I'm done. That's everything for your plan section. And because I didn't see it, it didn't work before, that's what you would write and then list what it is. Okay, I'm really done. Bye.